Some sad news to report this evening here on MLB Tonight. Roger Angell, longtime writer and editor for The New Yorker, has passed away at the age of 101. Angell had one of the most prestigious careers in journalism industry, writing and editing for more than 70 years. In 2014, he was honored with what is now called the BBWAA Career Excellence Award, which honors writers for meritorious contributions for baseball writing. This from Major League Baseball tonight. We remember a legend of baseball writing, Roger Angell, who passed away at 101. Roger exemplified the special bond between baseball writers and fans, and he leaves a lasting legacy in our national pastime. We send our deepest condolences to his loved ones and his readers. For those who are a little younger, and by the way, Jason Stark also won that award for meritorious contribution for baseball writing, known as the Spink Award at the time. And I can only imagine, Jason, like what an influence he was on you. This man was a beautiful writer. As a teenager, I'm looking for good baseball books, and I couldn't believe what I found when I was reading the 5 seasons, and then finding The Summer Game, which had been written prior, and then Late Innings came out in 1982. Just opened up a whole world inside baseball like very few people could ever write or describe.
That is so true, Brian. And Roger Angell is one of the reasons I wanted to be a baseball writer, because the baseball writer doesn't even really describe him. Baseball poet, baseball thinker, too, was another thing. Just the way he thought about the sport was different from everybody else. And when you read Roger Angell, you learned something, and you got spellbound by the way he could write it, the way he could put the words together and the thoughts together. Legend was in that statement. Legend is the right word. This man, a true legend. Can't tell you how saddened I am to hear this news.
And again, was able to live to 101. Fascinating writer in all facets, but it does point out the baseball world takes in an awful lot of people. You know, it's not just the ball players, it's the world that's created. And you're right, Angell kind of brought you deeper into the game, described the game, and he took his time. He'd write, his books would come out a year or two later from the things that he was, he wasn't just operating on deadline. So there was kind of a spiritual quality to it all that just brought it to another level.
What is interesting about, for me, after being on this side, is that the love that certain writers have for the game, you can see it with the way they present themselves and everything they write, and Roger Angell was that man.
If you're making a list, Jason, I'm not asking you to do it now, of greatest baseball writers. But you don't even have to think about. He's on the list, however the list is, however short the
Mount
list.
Rushmore.
He's
Absolutely.
in. Yeah.
I was telling you guys a story earlier. The Philadelphia Inquirer decided I didn't have to just write about the Phillies somewhere along the line. And I remember going to a game in Toronto, sat down in the press box, and I looked to my left, and Roger Angell was sitting there. And I looked to my right, and Peter Gammons was sitting there. And this would be like you hanging out with Aaron and Mace. You know, that's what that meant to me, to spend a day with those two people.
All right. Again, and if you're just learning of his name now, just go find it. It's easy to find books these days. That's the good thing. 5 seasons, The Summer Game, Late Innings, Roger Angell. Do yourself a favor. Yeah, you'll learn about baseball in the 1970s and 80s, but it'll open up your mind. May he rest in peace. Roger Angell was 101 years old.